we're checking out another tire inflator, and this time it is from Gooloo. And this is the AP150 Pro. They have a regular AP150, and apparently the motor on the Pro is a little bit stronger. Gets those tires inflated faster, and we're gonna check that out. Well, let's get the condom off this thing so it won't be so shiny on the screen. Not a whole lot of information on the box really, so we'll just go ahead and get her open. Pull the condom off her here. It's got a nice little shiny screen protector on there. Protects that glossy finish she's got. It's a pretty nice compact size. It's like 7 inches by 2.5 by 2 1/4 or so. You know, some of their competitors have a carrying case, which this one doesn't have, but it does have this little baggie. We can see how she fits down in the baggie there. Comes with like a few little accessories. You know, these are for inflating balls or other sort of inflatable thingies. Those ought to slip down in there just fine. And it comes with a charging cable, USB-A to USB-C. And the air hose on it, it looks like it's only about 1 foot long. You know, I would say that's pretty standard for these things. I have tested some other ones that had a longer hose, but you know, I guess this is fine. Let's see how that fits down in the bag. Yeah, everything kind of gets down in there tight, but you know, it all fits. Well, there's nothing else in that, just cardboard. This is all you get for instructions, and you know, I guess that's all you really need. It's because it's simple to use. You just connect the nozzle, choose your mode, press the power button, and then it'll auto stop whenever it reaches your desired pressure. And it says it goes to 150 PSI, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna be testing that really. So I'm gonna get this thing back out of the bag here so we can actually take a good look at it. This right here is obviously where you screw in the hose. And right next to the hose, you have a light, which is kind of nice because you can turn on the light if you need to illuminate where you're trying to hook that up to. It's got a light button right there. I'm guessing you just kind of press and hold, or yeah, press and hold for a second, it turns on the light. It's not super bright, but you know, if you were in complete darkness, that'd probably help out quite a bit. You hit the button again, it gives you like a little SOS thing going on. And then you have to hold the button down to turn it back off. You give it a quick press, and it shows you the state of charge, which they shipped it fully charged. That's nice. You hold down the power button and it actually comes on with a nice little chime there. So you have different modes on this guy. You can hit this button here to cycle through the modes. You'll see each one has a different pressure rating. It starts off on car, goes to motorcycle, bicycle, balls, and then it has a user-defined one. And I'm pretty sure you can change each one of these too. Let's change the car one from 36 down to like 29. And I'm just curious if it saves these settings. So I'm gonna go ahead and power it off, right? And then power it back on. And yeah, it saved what I had the car set to last time. That's really cool. And you know, a lot of my cars, they'll have like a different front air pressure to the rear. So what you could do is you set the car for your fronts, and then, you know, maybe the motorcycle to the rear. But, you know, you could do it however you want it. On the bottom side of this thing, under this little rubber cover, we have the USB port. USB-C for charging this guy up, and it has a USB-A so you can use it as a power bank. And on the box here, it tells you it has a battery capacity of 27.75 watt hours. The charging rate is only 2 amps, so you definitely don't get a fast charge out of this. And same deal with the USB output. It only output 2.1 amps, so don't expect fast charging out of this guy. But yeah, let's check out how this thing does. I'll remove my tabletop here to reveal my very nice table stand. So this tire has a very leaky valve stem, so I know it's pretty much going to be flat. We'll take a reading real quick, see where it's at. Yeah, it's not even really registering. I can hear a little bit of a hiss coming out of it, but yeah. So let's get this thing hooked up and see what it shows us. This little guy just goes down on it like that, and you click the lever down. And as you can see, it's showing us 5 PSI right now. So let's go ahead and hit the power button. It's got a cool little power-up sound, doesn't it? That's kind of neat. And there she goes, already pumping it up. This little swirly effect is kind of nice, isn't it? I'll have a timer running so we can see how long it actually takes to pump up this tire. It's a 255/45 R17, so not exactly a huge tire, but not a small one either. These are the front wheels off the 4C. So with these things, one thing you have to watch out for is they get really hot, because it's just a small, tiny little motor in here going, right? And that's why the hose has this nice, thick rubber coating on it. Because if you were to actually touch the metal part while this thing has been going, you'll definitely burn yourself. I think this bottom vent down here is the air intake, although it kind of has like some air ports on the top too. It might be a complete flow-through design. And keep in mind, it's also kind of fighting against this leaky valve stem too. So it's doing pretty good so far. And you know, this thing is getting just a little bit warm, but it's not getting hot. So that's a really good sign. I can feel some warmth over here on the side here, but it's definitely not too hot to hold. You really have to watch out with some of these compact tire inflators because they will get screaming hot after they've ran for a few minutes. Okay, we're getting close, and we went down 1 bar on the battery meter here. Of course, even though it showed that it was fully charged, I don't know that it actually was. And there you go. It automatically shuts off. It gives you a nice green ring. Now let's pop this guy off here, and we will check to see if the pressure is somewhere close to reality. And in fact, it is. It's showing maybe like 29.5 on this gauge, which, you know, this gauge is actually really old, so who knows if it's still good or if it was even good in the first place. But yeah, well, I'm pretty impressed. That did seem kind of faster than some other tire inflators that I've tested here recently. So good job for the pro. I'm gonna get my tabletop back up here again. Oh, and I'm not sure if I mentioned the noise. I mean, it sounded about as noisy as any of these other tire inflators. They're all a little noisy. But yeah, there you go. And you know, Amazon is currently running a deal on these guys. It's on sale for like $47, but then there's also like a 30% off coupon, which knocks it down to like $33. That's a really good value for something like this. And I'll have a link for that down in the description below. Definitely get one for yourself to keep in your emergency kit in your car. They actually make really great gifts too. Yeah, see, look at the little warning sticker like I was telling you guys. High temperature, do not touch air tube after use. But you know, that's what the little rubber protector is for. And you know, I can unscrew that. It's not too bad. The air tube, like along its length, got like just a little bit warm, but it's actually this little metal part down here that you do not want to touch. Well, anyway, bye. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Oh, also, check out the link down below to subscribe to the blog, too. Sometimes I do giveaways on the blog, so stay tuned for that. See you guys next time.